but I do remember seeing like a trail of blood.
You see, I didn't see
Yeah.
anything. I think I skipped that day and went
I
home,
saw the trail of blood.
and I
You
just
you
No, I
might
think
have.
you did skip
Yeah,
actually.
you might have skipped it.
yeah, and I heard it. I just heard it through stories. I never saw pictures, videos, or anything like that. Y'all want to pick a topic to start off on?
No, we just talk, right?
No, fuck that.
Hmm.
Yeah, topics. We don't do that.
Oh, okay. So that rain that
It
happened.
rained
It rained for me a lot. Apparently, it didn't rain for y'all like for a long time.
today.
No, like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, Nick,
yeah,
I don't know.
no.
I don't know if you were here. Were you still
Wait,
like
yes. Wait, what's today? Friday. I was here.
It was Friday
Yep.
when it rained. I think
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
it rained for like a good 2 hours for me. And it wasn't light rain. It was like a good downpour.
From
Why?
from
It's
what
just
I from what I was told, I actually didn't see the rain, but from what I was told, it was like 5 minutes, and it was like just super light drizzle.
Yeah, I don't think it affected y'all that much
yeah. No, I don't think so.
at Nicole's. I know you said you weren't going to be talking, but like, did you witness it?
No.
Oh yeah, you were probably like asleep all day.
Wait, why is
Yeah.
that Nicole's not talking?
He doesn't want to be a part of the
Dude.
podcast, but he does want to be here.
Because
That
at
doesn't make
Jeff,
any
he doesn't
sense.
talk. What are
You
talking
see,
about,
my
man?
whole
He doesn't
bit
talk.
was that I was gonna be here eating my
Your
Cheez
bit.
Its and you would hear the munching, but the mic doesn't pick up my munching, so I'm just here now.
And
Yeah.
if it makes you feel any better, I'm also eating Cheez-Its.
If
What kind are you eating?
Thank you. The regular.
Oh, cringe.
Yeah, you
I mean,
gotta
like,
be.
if you're
know.
just like here, then just like speak.
He's talking about his
I
Cheez
will.
Its. That's him speaking.
Yeah.
Amen.
I'm eating white cheddar.
Ooh,
White
fancy.
cheddar.
I know.
You white supremacist.
Dude, I asked for
Thanks.
bagels from HEB and they brought me back blueberry bagels, and I was like, I just wanted normal bagels.
Ew.
I know, right? It's like, what can I put on blueberry bagels?
Scott, just make your own bagels.
No, that's cringe. I'm all
Yeah,
about
just-
like freaking steroids in my food, GMOs, all the toxic chemicals. I need that in my body to survive.
Absolutely.
It's a
100%.
necessity.
Amen.
Wait, Green Surgeon, are you still like on your like I make all my own meals and I like meal prep like my depression meals and all that? You still do that?
I only did that because we were in school. That was like my school era.
But
Depression.
My school era, the school arc.
yeah.
But yes,
Yeah,
I
that-
do sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bro,
but it's more of like
I can't cook.
things got like all the food prices went up, so I started making it myself.
Well, understandable.
Makes sense.
I straight up just can't cook if I wanted to. Cause like if I were to go into my kitchen and like start making food, like using the stove and all that, like my family will be in the kitchen asking me questions on what I am doing, and like I can't. It's too much.
I like cooking. It's like
How are you doing it?
fun.
I don't hate cooking. It's just like I'm not good at it, and when I do it, it's like all the pressure's on me. Like I'll be making food for myself, and they're like, "Why are you making stuff? Like, why are you making that? Why are you cooking?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm hungry, and I want like a warm meal. I don't want to just like microwave something." And it's like, well, don't burn the house down. Like, do you even know how to use a stove? And I'm like, bruh, how hard is it to use a stove?
Yeah.
I think there's more of a concern because I have a gas stove, and this is like a 40,000-year-old house.
Oh yeah.
So it's like
Oh,
gas
that's
leak.
scary.
If I accidentally leave the gas on and someone lights it, like we're literally dead. But I
Oh,
mean,
true.
I don't know. Food's good.
Yeah.
We can't talk about food. We talked about food in
Food
that
is-
other
Oh,
episode.
that's true. Well, I mean,
Episode-
we can.
Let's just continue it. Doesn't matter.
Continue it.
We could base it around food. I don't know,
What
I
is this, a
guess.
food podcast?
Because I mean
It's
that's
a
like pretty much
podcast.
that's mainly what we talk about, or with passion at least.
With passion.
Yeah.
What's y'all's favorite type of fruit?
Banana.
That's gay.
Yeah, that's good.
Interesting. Why banana? Ew.
because he's gay.
Because he's a minion.
He is.
He's a little gremlin minion.
Alright, no one heard what I said. Thank God.
Nick, I don't even have to know
I-
what you said to know what you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna GL. I think I like a good pair.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Are these nuts?
Okay.
Yeah.
Then there you
Pears
go.
are not.
What do you mean they're not?
Pears like are weird.
They're like
No.
weird apples.
I know, and I
Yeah.
appreciate that. I'm like a weird
Weird
person.
furry
and I
Okay,
appreciate
okay,
that.
okay,
But it's
okay.
like too hard. It's like trying too much to be weird.
What do you mean?
It's squishy. I don't like them.
They're
Nick,
just
shut
like weird.
Nick, you're the one that eats bananas, okay?
No, for real.
Yeah. I fucking
Eat
suck
some
the shit out
whole.
of them. It's great.
I have to say, definitely cherries.
What kind of cherries?
Yeah.
Okay, when I went to Seattle, they have these bright orange like native cherry. I forgot what they're called. They're like native to Seattle. They're so good. Like, oh my. Ever since.
Seattle native cherries. I've never heard of anything like that.
Like,
Well, Seattle's known for their cherries. I think the
Are they?
Mount Rainier cherries is what
I
they're
thought they
called.
were known
Mount
for their
Rainier.
rain and their suicide rate.
Or not Seattle, but Washington State.
Okay. I was
The
like,
Mount Rainier. Yeah, Mount Rainier cherries. They're so
Mount
good. Oh my
Rainier.
god.
I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
cherries. And they're just like sweet. They're like an advanced grape to me. They're just like a better grape.
Oh yeah. Okay, I take it back. I take it back. I like grapes too. That may be my favorite.
I mean, I like grapes, but like bananas are better.
okay,
Bananas are weird.
I like. I don't know. There's something about like a cold grape that's like
Yeah.
not soggy,
here's the thing.
but like
dude,
firm.
soggy grapes are like the
But
worst.
here's-
They kill
here's
the
thing,
grape
here's
mood.
the thing.
Yeah, they
Can
do.
you put chocolate on a grape and it actually tastes good?
Dude, what is
Why would
what?
you do that?
What's the
I didn't think so.
okay? But you can't
Look,
put
Nick,
chocolate on
listen-
an orange and it tastes great. Like okay,
Yeah.
But you can't put chocolate on a banana and it tastes perfect.
okay.
But banana doesn't like release water. Like it's not like juicy.
I know it's
banana's,
like
like,
it's like
firm.
it's like chalky in a way. It's like so
Yeah.
dry.
And it's like fibery. It has like those fibers in it.
Yeah, that's what's good about them.
Ugh.
The thing about
You
me
know,
with fruit,
I-
it's like I can't pick a fruit that I could eat like on end. Like I feel like if I eat enough of one fruit, I'll get tired of it. So like it's always switching for me, like what my favorite fruit is.
What's your current?
Yeah.
Now
Currently,
I can just eat bananas for days.
you see, even currently it's kind of hard because like I like Granny Smith apples, but like you know you can't eat a lot of those because they're like sour and your mouth will literally
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
like a car battery. But
Mhm.
you know I like grapes also. Like cold grapes, and
I
I
think
like strawberries, raspberries, blackberries. Like I like a lot of berries, even though a strawberry
love
isn't a
blackberries.
berry.
Oh my god.
yeah, I love blackberries.
Yeah, so it's like I can't really pick a favorite fruit.
I've never tried a blackberry before.
Bro.
Oh, I always have blackberries like in my fridge. Like my favorite. They're my favorite berry for sure.
Same.
Strawberry, best berry.
That's not a berry.
Strawberries are overrated to me.
I-
Yeah,
know.
strawberries are kind of
I know it's
overrated.
not a berry. That's the point.
I think.
You like bananas; those are berries.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, best berry. not
Best berry is a banana.
I think oranges would be a lot higher on my list if they weren't so cringe to eat.
Yeah, it's a lot of work to eat an
Mhm.
orange.
Like
Gotta
oranges taste
peel
good.
off the skin, then cut
But
it,
yeah.
then take out the seeds, and then you can pop the whole thing in your mouth.
Yeah,
I've-
like you
I
gotta
know.
deal with the skin, and then like even then, like your hands will be all sticky after you peel it, and then even when you bite it, there's seeds and.
That's why I prefer like
They're just
halos or whatever, clementines or
Yeah.
whatever.
I mean, but you still gotta peel halos.
Yeah, but they're easier. You know, I've
They
never
are,
had
but
a.
still.
Okay, this is like totally a lie, but like when it comes to oranges, like normal oranges, like I don't think I've ever had a good experience eating an orange. There's always like a one soggy part that just doesn't feel right. Like I've yet to eat like the perfect orange.
I think for me the thing that ruins like the eating experience of an orange the most, or like a seed that like you didn't know about.
Or like a fiber that you keep chewing and it just won't go down your throat, and you're like,
Yeah.
God, like I either gotta spit this out or like continue chewing for 45 minutes.
The only thing that's cool about like the orange peel is, like that thing we like squeeze the acid into like an open flame. And that, like,
Okay.
looks cool. That's about it.
What?
Never heard of that.
No, never.
What do you mean no, bruh?
But like the oranges at school were pretty fire.
Hell no.
No, they
School
my God,
fruit
they were
sucks.
they were the most like
Mhm.
unorangey oranges I've ever. Like they were always like bright yellow. Like it
Dude,
looked like I
they're
was eating a banana.
apples. Oh my lord, they're apples.
I would always just.
Their
those
apples were
were
so
rad.
waxy. Oh my.
They were
Ugh.
so
Dude,
waxy.
it
Yeah,
felt
they
like I was
were.
taking a bite out of like a freaking like OxyClean popsicle or something. Like it was just so like chemically.
Yeah.
I know. Like
Freaking-
what are they putting that shit?
They're like injecting it with pesticides. And all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and they were super tiny also.
They were hard to like bite
Like-
into for me. I'd always like my teeth would glide off of them.
Those-
I'd be like, oh,
The pre-cut ones in the bags, those were the worst. Those
Oh,
are the
yeah.
worst of those.
Those
Never got
those
those.
really tasted like chemicals.
Yeah, school food just it's not a hit. I mean,
no.
with their
there's some
oranges,
stuff that I
would
still
get, like-
miss, like the pizza. Like I'll eat a school rectangle pizza like every day,
The
all day,
Boscos.
on God, on jaw,
Yeah,
no
the-
cap,
the
for
Bosco.
real, TBH, NGL. But like, there's some stuff that I would just like avoid entirely if like I ever come across it.
Sometimes I miss those potato smiles that they used to give us. Like ones like
Yeah,
the
those are
cup.
pretty good.
Those are
Oh,
yeah. I'm like, damn, that would slap.
Pretty.
You can buy
were
those.
Pretty bland.
They
That's
were
why you use the
bland, but it was
ketchup.
like good.
Eh.
They were
You know what,
bland,
Nick?
but like it was smiling at you. Like
Right?
how could you not like eating that?
Yeah, how could
But,
you
I mean,
not
but
like
guess.
But you
eating?
could-
It's like
you could
eating in
buy
person.
those.
Yeah, you can. The closest thing I've gotten to like school pizza are those Tostino's party pizzas that are like rectangle and they have the same pepperonis, but it just doesn't taste the same. There's something about like a school like microwave oven making that pizza that like really solidifies the taste of school pizza.
Mm-hmm. They like put something in the air or something.
Dude, those tiny round pizzas, like you can buy those like the Red Baron ones. Those are
Gross is what you're looking for.
Well, like I'll eat them if they're there, which I did, but they're not my preferred pizza like consumption technique. And then when they'd serve like those triangle pizzas, like some of them would be just like brown, like so
Didn't they
burnt.
stop serving that like after like 8th grade? I feel like
No, they served it in high school,
really.
but I mean
I don't really remember.
What are we talking about?
the triangle pizza, like the Big Daddy
Oh,
pizza or
yeah.
whatever it was called.
Mm-hmm.
I remember getting slices of those that were like literally half the size of the other slices, and they were like fully brown, like burnt to a
Dude,
crisp.
those things were dry as hell.
Dry as hell.
Yeah, it was like biting into a piece of cardboard.
Me
Like, it had-
absolutely
it had-
destroying the spicy chicken sandwich, even though I said it doesn't even look good.
Yeah. But it's
Oh,
true. It's
man.
like biting into a piece of cardboard. The bread was all disgust. There was absolutely no sauce in there, and the cheese was all burned and hard.
Mexican food. I don't like Mexican food in general, but like school Mexican food, I just like that was a whole other
the-
different level of
School
I
Mexican
can't.
rice is so bad. Oh my god, it was like so bad.
Yeah,
I
it
like
was
the-
so bad, but they tried real hard.
I like
No.
the chicken and cheese quesadillas that they used to sell or
Oh,
sell
yeah.
give.
Yeah,
They were kind of bland though, like super bland.
I mean,
yeah,
they were bland, but for like school food,
yeah.
they were pretty.
They were
decent.
pretty gourmet. They were pretty like Gordon Ramsay esque
Yeah.
Gordon.
when it comes to school food.
Yeah. I'd like to see him try school food and see what he
I
thinks.
think he has. Yeah.
Has he?
There's a video out there of him trying like American school
No.
food and being like prison food is better than this.
I want to try prison food. That's like
Yeah,
that would
I-
be so fun.
I also kind of want to try that.
Right.
Because
Oh,
I feel like
we should
it would
go.
I feel like it would be like, oh yeah, yeah, we'll take a trip there. I feel like it would be similar to hospital food, but
I've
I'm
never
not
had
sure.
hospital food.
I've never had hospital food. Yeah.
I have
Once.
once, and yeah, I've had it once, and I don't
Oh,
remember.
actually, JK, I have had once, like a few weeks ago.
I was gonna
It
say,
was
don't you
not
like
good.
work in a hospital? I don't know what you do.
Oh,
I mean,
once
it
I
was
did
just
once.
it was
The
just
Jello was so fucking good.
Yep, Jello's
The
really,
what?
really good.
Oh yeah, the Jello.
Jello's really good.
Oh,
I've
wait, I
had
did
I've had
hospital. The
I've
cafeteria was so good.
I've had
TBH.
hospital Jello. I just haven't had like a meal at a hospital. I've never been in a hospital for like more than like 3 hours
Well, like the
at a
hospital
time.
cafeteria, it's like different from what they give the patients, but the cafeteria food is really good.
Yeah, wouldn't know. Wow,
Oh, sorry, I was cracking my back.
Wow.
I miss like going to elementary, just going to your classroom and there'd be like those two styrofoam coolers with your breakfast in it, one for milk,
Oh yeah.
one for your breakfast. Like I miss that. Just like walking in, grabbing your pigs in a blanket and your chocolate milk, and
Yeah.
you just eating that for like the first 15 minutes of class, and then
What?
class would just start. And,
Mm.
yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
You mean you know what we're talking about?
like every elementary school did this.
I know.
No, mine had what you call it, breakfast in the cafeteria.
Nah,
Mm,
Wait, didn't they
Mm.
transition like after 1 year? It was like
yeah,
breakfast or
mine.
cafeteria to, or no, it went from like classroom breakfast to cafeteria breakfast.
I
Even
don't.
though I've been
Did
to
it?
like 3 different
I think so.
elementaries.
I remember
Yeah,
it going
mine.
to at least like fourth grade.
It happened because like after Michelle is when they stopped doing the classroom breakfast.
Bruh. I remember watching like President Obama getting inaugurated in elementary school.
Same.
The teachers are making a big deal about it. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. I'm just like really excited that the TV is on and we're
I
not
know.
learning.
For
I
one,
was like,
those
I'm
those
tired. I want to go back to take a nap.
yeah, we saw it on one of those cringe ass CRTs that was like up in the
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah, yeah, we saw it there also.
Yeah.
I remember going to the library in elementary one day and like a teacher's son was deployed in like Iraq and like video called the entire school in the library. And he was like just telling us like, yeah, I'm in the military. We're over here. I fight for your rights. I think it was like a Veterans Day thing. And I was like, this is kind
I
of
think I
weird.
remember what you're talking about.
It
I
was
remember being
weird. Like
what
it
are we
was
doing?
one teacher had a son in the military who video called us from Iraq and we were just in the library.
Bruh.
I remember it was like on Skype and they were like having trouble setting it, like having it
Oh
go
yeah, no,
through.
they did not know how to use anything.
Yeah, and I was like, why is this taking so long?
It was
I
really
had-
cringe.
I had something similar to that happen, but it was like one of my teacher's nephews, and the teacher was like really old, so like her nephew was also old, but
Yeah.
he had like just returned from Afghanistan, I think, and
Or
he came in and-
Afghanistan, I don't know. Iraq or
Yeah.
it was the same thing.
Yeah, well,
Honestly, for
pretty much. But all he did was just come in and talk to the class like in person, and he was also like, yeah, I was in the military.
Nah,
I did some stuff.
it's all about those firefighter clowns that would come in and put on like a play.
Oh yeah,
And they'd be
I
like
miss them.
teaching us what like a smoke detector is or like cigarettes, lighters and all that.
yeah.
I really
Don't
had
use
a
'em.
different elementary from you guys.
Nick, didn't you go to like the same school district?
Yeah.
No, he was in Chicago, remember? He's like a Chicago
Oh, yeah.
boy.
I've been to 3 different elementaries.
Oh.
One up there, 2 down here. The one down here, whenever we had to do those things for like firefighting, they would just show us a video of like Smokey the Alarm.
Smokey the
Right.
Alarm.
Oh, yeah.
Smokey the Alarm.
What's that Gilbert Gottfried meme where he's like, wait, I detect
Whenever
smoke.
whenever I see it or smell it. That one?
I yell out, I
Yeah.
make this noise. and then he like screams or whatever. But it's like it's replaced with that man. That Gatorade it tastes so good.
Yeah, that Gatorade kid.
Oh man, I remember a canine unit came to our school once, and like the cops were showing us like this is how they sniff out drugs, and he like legit threw like a Ziploc bag full of drugs like across the room, and the dog found
Oh
it,
yeah.
and we're like,
What?
what the hell? I don't know if it was
Or-
drugs or if it's like a training substance, but like he was like,
It's probably the training.
yeah, he was like,
I mean,
this is
with-
drugs, and this is how they detect it with their
If- if
their
the-
schnauzer.
if the dogs have to sniff out drugs, don't you think they train them with actual drugs?
I don't know,
I mean, I think that
But,
makes sense.
but can you carry that like on school? I don't even know.
Well, I mean, they're like the police.
If
so,
it's for a
yeah.
demonstration, then yeah.
I mean, like, who are you gonna call the police? On the police? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe a parent will be like, "Can't believe you let my child near that substance,"
I
and
know.
they could sue or whatever. I don't know. Parents are too
Mm.
overprotective nowadays.
They are. It's
I can't believe you let my son near a peanut. He could die. Like,
It's-
shut up.
it's all about it's like the times like when we were like going on a trip or something for like band or whatever, and we had to like leave.
Oh
away,
yeah,
and they'd bring in the canine units, and like everyone would, or they like line up the bags, and they'd make everyone go outside, and everyone would be like, oh my god, we're gonna die, we're gonna get arrested,
die. Oh my
they're gonna kill us. Yeah, and I'm over here like calm down. Like if you don't have anything, then you're fine.
You see, the problem is people had.
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm pretty sure people did have stuff, but I
That
don't
was
remember anyone
probably-
like being. I don't remember the dogs ever finding anything.
Wait, speaking
they
of,
found
my mom was
something
like
else.
saying the
I
other
don't
day
know.
that like our high school had a really bad coke problem, coke and bars. And I was like, really? And she was like, yeah, we'd always get people coming in like strung out. And I was like, oh,
Oh,
That reminds
I
me.
was like, I did not know that.
There's a kid who straight up just got arrested in my BIM class one day.
Same.
Like a police officer came in and like just walked him out, and the it was Edna, and she was just there like just staring at him.
Oh my god, Edna.
And when after they left, she's like, "Okay, continue on with PowerPoint. If you use the, I think he was. I think he got
That's
arrested for having like Xanax in a duffel bag, like with intent to sell or something. It was
Dumbass.
it was crazy. Our school was.
that
Oh my god.
that happened to me in an English class. Me and Daniel were in that class, and we were sitting there. I don't even remember what we were doing. I think we were doing an assignment or something, and so we're sitting there, right? And like
Barbecue
like
sauce on my
three officers in like SWAT gear, like basically just busted the door down.
Bruh.
They
Damn.
they like got a girl, put her in handcuffs immediately, and just took her away. And I
Bruh.
was just like,
R.I.P.
yeah. And I was just like, yeah, it's another day here at our school.
That's. Man.
And I don't think we ever saw her again.
Yeah, I don't think I ever
Oh,
saw that
shit.
kid again. Like, I think he was gone for the
mean-
rest of the semester.
Oh,
Or the
most
rest of the
likely, I
school
don't-
year.
Probably
I don't know.
do.
They moved.
They probably in juvie. They probably got arrested,
Yeah,
Mm.
they probably went to the
charged with substance abuse.
they went to
Who would have
the
thought?
the big boy house.
Who would have thought?
The big boy house.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah.
And
Our
then
high
there's
school's crazy.
there's the whole school shooting stuff that happened in high school.
Oh yeah, but that's
Oh, yeah.
fine. We're all still here.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Yeah. Just
mean,
to be
both
clear,
times were
like
so
there
hard.
weren't any school shootings where we went to school. There was just a lot of
False alarm.
There's like a lot of almost school shootings.
yeah.
Well,
it
there was
I mean,
There was
technically,
one-
The only time it was almost actually was once.
It was just a manhunt like around the school area, and they were like, "Hey, let's put all the schools on lockdown." I think
No,
these
I'm
guys
not
aren't
talking
dangerous.
about that.
I
one.
think he's talking about the
I'm
other
talking
time.
about the one. Yeah, I'm talking
The,
about
like,
the one
the
where
more-
the kid actually had a gun in his
Yeah.
hand, but he just didn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
I thought that was some kid who yelled gun and like everyone went
No, that was a
crazy.
separate time.
No, it was a kid where like he showed off to his friends that, oh look, I have a gun, and then someone from around the table told on him, and
Yeah.
then we went into a lockdown. That was the one where we like everyone was actually freaking out, and because it was in between classes.
Yeah, Scott, that's the one where you and me were at the career fair, I think. And like
Yes.
all those like border patrol agents and police officers that were there at the career fair like weren't straight up doing anything. They were just standing around looking at everything that
I
was
remember
happening.
it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Apparently my sister was there when
Yeah.
the kid yelled gun and the teacher's like, "Oh my god, lockdown." They ran to the front office, got on the intercom, and they were telling my sister like, "Move, get to the nearest classroom." And I don't know. I thought it was just a kid who yelled gun and then like he got arrested for, inciting a riot or not. What is it? What is that when you like yell fire and people freak out?
Lying. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Yeah, well, obviously. No, it's like you have the freedom of speech except for like when you yell fire in like a crowded space. I forget what the charge is. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know, it's something like that.
But yeah, that one.
Causing a panic or something.
Yeah.
But I didn't what there was an actual like firearm? I didn't
From what I know, yes. I think.
I don't know.
There definitely
Because
was an actual firearm.
well, but the thing is like I don't was it an actual firearm or was it like an airsoft gun?
No,
or
it was an
something?
actual firearm, actual
Was
gun.
it? Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, I know the kid had something. I just don't exactly know what it was.
Mental illness? I don't know.
Yeah, that probably that too.
That
Actually,
too.
no,
That's
definitely that too. I have the Carlos sent me the like
He has an inside
screen.
source.
Yeah, and he
Mhm.
sent me
DDoSing
the
Carlos over here.
screenshots.
Yeah,
No,
we're DDoSing him.
dude, it's just his first name. Calm down.
I know.
Yeah, but you
There's a
let me give him his IP address. Everyone his IP.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give Nick out.
He sent me the screenshots of like the Snapchats that kid was sending out.
Oh, you got the receipts.
Yeah, I think I still have them. And he was like
Bro,
taking
school talk
pictures
is
of
kind of
like
cringe as hell. Not gonna lie.
all it was is like he just took like a picture of a rifle and he was like, "Oh, I might use this or whatever," and like another picture of like a list that he like a hit list for schools that he had.
Oh, I remember that. I remember saw it and I was like, oh.
I
Yeah.
literally have no idea what y'all are talking about. Like I don't recall seeing any of this. But then again, I'm not in the loop with a lot of people, so
Look, I didn't want to be in the loop, but he sent him to me, and I was just like, okay,
okay.
Didn't he get like reported or some shit?
what?
Ooh, Carlos?
He got reported, right?
No,
No, the
I
person who
thought
did.
the way what?
probably.
Where's my charger?
You have a charger?
Yeah,
Dodge Charger?
it's fucking-
That was a
Yeah.
dumb joke.
It was.
I know.
Very.
Yeah, our school was crazy. I like most schools. I imagine that they're all. I'm pretty sure they're all.
Yeah,
crazy.
it wasn't that crazy. There's more crazier schools, but yeah, ours is the typical Mexican school.
Well,
Typical Mexican fucking what you call it?
And it's only getting
Very
worse.
poor school.
It's
now
Yeah.
who's doxing us?
I know, Nick.
Scott
Sorry,
has
guys.
No,
literally
for-
stated-
We live in Mexico. I'm
Scott
sorry.
has literally stated before that
Yeah.
we are in Texas, so it doesn't matter.
Oh,
Yeah, but Texas is like a big place until you generalize it with like Mexico.
There's
Yeah.
there's Mexican schools all over Texas, even in like what you call it? What is it called? New Mexico, all across the border.
Yeah, it's literally
We can-
called. It's literally
We
named
can
after
be
Mexico.
literally anywhere from Dallas to El Paso. Like, doesn't
Dallas.
really matter.
Amarillo by morning. I need
You
to
can be in the
not.
Panhandle. They won't know.
Unless they do.
Oh,
Dude, I can't believe we used to stay after school like till 8 o'clock in like middle school, not in high school, like in middle school.
wait, what?
Yeah, you remember those days where we'd like literally stay
Oh yeah.
in the band hall and we'd literally get locked in, or not
Yeah, I
locked
was gonna
in, but
say,
they'd
yeah.
close, and we would just be there.
wasn't
unaware.
there one time where we actually almost kind of were locked in
Yeah.
and like all the lights
But,
were off?
like, yeah, but like it wasn't actually locked because we can just.
It was locked from the outside. Like you can go out, you
Yeah.
can get out.
It's because they
I
trusted us so much in the band hall that they knew that we weren't gonna steal anything.
Oh hell
I
no! They just forgot about us.
yeah, no, they
I
straight up
I doubt
forgot.
that. I doubt that they
No,
were
no, they
forgetting
straight
about
up
us.
forgot. I I
It
remember literally
quite
almost
literally just.
I remember literally almost having a panic attack when we were in there because I was like, "Oh my god, what am I gonna tell my mom?"
I
And
know,
like
right?
all that.
Like
Like,
I can't believe I used to tell my parents like pick me up at 8 o'clock or like 7:30 or like late, like way later
yeah,
than we should have been there. And we would just be there like in the pickup area, like where the stairs and the ramp were,
yeah,
and we would just chillax and hang out. As one of us, like as one person at a time, would just start slowly leaving.
yeah. But they straight up didn't care.
I know our parents were like, "Oh, we'll pick you up at freaking 9 o'clock." I don't care.
Well, I don't just mean our parents. I mean like the school staff. Like they didn't care.
But they did.
I mean,
They'd be like, "No, you're not allowed to go in the van hall," and then we'd get in, and then we'd just stay in there.
well, I mean like when we were sitting like out in the front, like that's where we were supposed to be.
The
But we just stayed
police,
there
like
longer.
the
I
police
remember
officers,
walking
they didn't care.
around.
The band instructors, they just didn't care because they knew we wouldn't do anything.
I don't think they knew we were even there. I think they just like left.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Literally, like I feel like they just wanted to go home,
Yeah.
and they saw no one was in the main room. They didn't. Well, I mean, being in the back room probably didn't help. Like, who wants to go to
No.
check the back?
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like, we'll just say no one's in the main room, no one's in the front. We can lock up and go home.
Yeah. I don't think they ever found out about that either.
Now it's
Like,
not about in
later.
high school. Like, if you were to stay inside
Oh,
the
yeah.
building, you'd probably set off the alarms. And
We did that one time, but like in the main building. But we set off a janitor.
I'm not gonna lie.
Derek, do you remember? Derek, do you remember that time when Ryan set off the alarms?
Yes, I was there also.
Dude, everybody remembers that.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
Context for the listeners. We were at school on a weekend for like an extracurricular activity, and we were eating lunch in the cafeteria. And
No, we were just in the band hall.
no,
And
I was in the
told us-
cafeteria when
yeah,
it
we were
They
happened.
told
eating
us
lunch.
not to go. They told us not to go into the cafeteria, but we did anyway.
Well, the cafeteria didn't do anything. It wasn't until they started
Yeah.
running in the halls.
Running halls.
Nick,
Yeah.
I don't remember if you were eating lunch with us, but
I don't think so.
who was
That's
there?
probably why.
I was
think it
there.
was-
I was there.
I remember when he set off the alarms. I remember seeing
Yes,
them running back and forth.
Yes. Yeah, me too.
I'm
Isn't
not.
isn't that the same day that someone like threw up a can of like cologne or something and like
Was it?
busted their
No,
head
what?
open?
I think that was a different day.
What?
Was it a different day?
I never.
Nick, you
heard
remember
of
that?
that was
one.
that was
No.
a
It was-
different day.
It was like someone
Or was it the same day?
I don't know. I don't remember exactly what happened, but it's like someone threw up like an like an axe bottle, right? Like the bottom part is metal. And someone I apparently threw it up in the air really high. And when it came back down, it like landed
Oh,
on their forehead
yeah.
and like split them
Yeah, yeah,
open.
yeah.
And they were like gushing blood everywhere and they had to call an
Yeah.
ambulance and all that.
I remember it was so dramatic. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, he's dying!" And I'm like, he
I-
really just cut himself.
I don't recall that. I don't know when that happened.
I
Recall.
the only
don't
I didn't
I
see
recall-
it happen. I didn't see it happen.
recall
I
that.
didn't nor did I see the kid, but I do remember seeing like a trail of blood.
You see, I didn't see
leading out.
anything. I think I skipped that day and went
I think I
home.
saw the trail of blood.
And I
You-
just
you
So I
might
think
have.
you did skip actually.
Yeah, you might have skipped it.
yeah, and I heard it. I just heard it through stories. I never saw pictures, videos, or anything like that.
It wasn't
I don't
even
think
like
there
that
were.
bad. It was like an inch long, and
I don't
I-
think there were
yeah.
people.
I actually also set off the alarm in the school once.
Oh,
Really?
When?
I was skipping practice after school, and so I snuck
Oh.
my way into the hallway that goes into the cafeteria, right? And the cafeteria was like the lights were already off and everything, and y'all were outside doing your practice stuff. I was waiting for my parents to pick me up because I was doing one of those they canceled practice, come pick me up things. And I was in the hallway and I was like, I want to sit down, but I don't want to sit on the ground. I was like, what if I just go to the cafeteria and sit in one of the booths? I started walking in the cafeteria and then the alarm went off And as soon as the alarm went off, I started like speed walking to the bus area doors. I just walked out those stuff, went to my car, and left.
They probably sound like the cameras or something.
Well, I mean, it was dark in there, and I don't know. I kept my head down. I didn't look up at any cameras. But I mean, I never got in trouble for it.
Yeah.
They were probably like, oh, probably damn one of those freaking janitors. I don't know. Probably don't care.
Probably one of them.
They
bad
probably don't
kids
care,
or
honestly.
something bad.
Well, I mean, except for that one time.
I mean, extracurricular like activities always go beyond school hours. So I mean, like the alarms are bound to set off, like with somebody who doesn't know,
Well,
like
I
me.
mean, that janitor cared that one time that like he chased us out because we were like in the building till like 8:30 or whatever.
Yeah.
He cared. He didn't do anything about it, but he cared.
Another thing that happened while I was skipping was when the ceiling fell, like a pipe burst or something, in like the
Oh
percussion room.
yeah,
I wasn't there
yeah.
for
Oh, I
that
was
either.
there for that too.
Yeah, I was.
Where's
I
that
think we were
one?
all there for that. Nick, Nick. I don't remember if you were there, but I was in there because I was waiting for jazz practice to start.
Literally, the way I found out is I
Why is it
saw
so
at Nicole's Snapchat story of like a fire truck at the bus station. I was like, "What the hell? What happened?"
Wait, me?
Yeah, you posted a picture of a fire truck outside, and you're like, "You love seeing the fire trucks here," and I'm like, "What are they
Yeah.
doing there?" And then the next, it wasn't until the next day, where like
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
remember.
where like
Dude,
the hallway where the percussion rooms are were like blocked off because of I don't know.
Oh yeah, the pipes bursting. I remember.
yeah, I got a picture of the
Yeah.
fire trucks too.
I remember I had a performance like an hour before that happened, and I was like, "Yes, I don't have to perform."
Green Surgeon, wasn't your backpack in there or something?
Didn't she still
Did
have
that
it?
happen?
It was saved though.
Gosh.
Someone saved it, and I was like, "Yes."
Yeah, but it was so weird. It was just like a bunch of. From what I
How did
remember,
it?
it was like black liquid.
Yeah,
Or
but like, how did
whatever.
it happen? Like, did someone tamper
Okay.
with it, or did it just burst?
One of the people in my cohort, if you will, was like, I don't know, they were like being dumbasses and like using like the broomstick and like puncturing the ceiling wall, and they accidentally hit like a weak pipe.
Bruh,
Wow.
that's a bruh moment.
Indeed.
Imagine messing around and then you get flooded with like black liquid from the ceiling.
Oh, and it smelled.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
I remember one of the people came like running, saying that it was like boiling hot, like oil, black oil, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, because it
That
was
literally
kind of
doesn't make any
steaming.
sense.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
I was like, "Why would there be boiling hot oil coming out of the school?"
I was
It's a
literally
metal
just
foundry.
sitting there on it. I was literally just there in a chair, like sitting there, and Mr. Garza.
Oh, you took a
just
seat?
comes- Yeah, I took a seat. Actually, I took 2 seats because I was lying down on
Bruh.
2 seats. And then Mr. Garza just runs in and he's like, "Everybody get out!" And as I'm walking out, I just see a bunch of like black liquid pouring out from the.
He
percussion
walks out, he's like, "Call 911 now!"
Yeah.
And the bass drops.
Oh, 911 now. Bam, bam.
Bro, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
I wasn't even there for that, but I like everything.
was.
Everything that happened was crazy.
Yeah.
I skipped a lot. I straight up just didn't want to go sometimes. And you know,
Oh,
they'd
yeah.
make a big deal about skipping, but like I'd literally come the next day and like learn everything that y'all had learned the previous day. Like no big
Yeah, that's
deal.
what I would always. But I wouldn't always do that, but I would do that a lot too. Sometimes.
I wouldn't. They would like get so mad at me if I even was late like 10 minutes.
Nick would
I'd be
get
like,
so
"Oh."
mad.
Oh no, they
that's
like
'cause you were like very niche, Nick. You're like percussion.
Niche.
It's like
the thing about like being in like being lazy is they didn't expect much of me in general. So like when I skipped, it wasn't really like a big deal.
Okay.
I was
Scott
lazy, but
here
like in
yet.
the long run, I was pretty reliable when it came to like getting the job done.
Oh yeah.
It's called working smarter, not harder. Like that's literally like the motto I live by. Even though I'm not smart,
I
Not
I-
smart.
I'm not
I wish
smart.
I wish I could say that no one expected anything from me, but sadly that wasn't.
Well, I mean, it also had to do with the
Same.
section that I was in. I kind of literally just took advantage of them and let, like, just did
Yeah,
whatever I
Zach,
wanted.
you were literally second chair, so
I
sometimes
was
even
not.
first.
Was
You
I?
were sometimes even first. Yes,
So
This man was literally in
that
charge.
means they expected shit from you.
okay, but like Nick, even you, like I'd skip a day, and then I'd come back, and you'd be like, "Where were you yesterday?" And I'll be like, "Okay,"
Well, that's just me
and
being
then
sad and missing you.
and then you'll be
I don't
like,
care about the actual practice. I just
and then
care
you'll be
about
like,
being.
you have no idea what you're doing," and then I'd learn it in 2 seconds, and you'll be like, "Okay,"
That's
Yeah,
great.
I knew you can do it. I was just missing you. That's all.
and then
Now look at you now.
freaking oh my god, Mr. Morales,
Oh god.
Dude, I don't even know how the band is like
he
functioning right now without like everybody.
It's
yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
think it
it's not
is.
functioning.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
no.
it's functioning.
Dude, literally,
It's
like
really
our
bad.
junior year was probably like the last good year that that band will ever
I feel like our
see.
class just had a talent, and like we're like gone.
Oh my god,
We had a talent, but we were all literally lazy.
Dude, I know,
I
like
was
I
so lazy.
I feel
It
like
was so funny.
I wasn't the only one that was lazy. I just felt like our generation, like
No.
our class was just giving up. And those
Yeah.
old timers of a
Yeah.
teacher would be like, why don't they
That-
have a strong work ethic? And I'm like, dude, like you're literally
Gee,
messing
I
with a bunch of
wonder
teenagers.
why.
None of us care to beach.
that's not okay. Well, there were some people that
Well,
were
actually, some people
cared.
cared a lot, but a majority.
Yeah,
did
like
not.
what, like 5% of the band cared?
Yeah.
5% of the band.
Pretty much.
Like,
Just,
and it only got
was
worse
literally
with the years that go
only
by.
the
Like the
section that we
freshman
picked
class
were
would come in
good.
and they'd just be like even worse than the
Worse.
previous year.
Yep.
Yeah, God knows what they're.
I
like
know,
now.
dude. Literally, I have no idea.
Probably better.
My
There's
mom
like
will
10
my
new
mom will give
people
me
getting
updates
there.
on band even though I didn't ask for them.
Same.
She'll give me updates because Daniel's mom gives her updates. And
I
I'll-
get updates because my sister's there. So.
and I'm just here like I remember when she
I do
told
not
me
get updates, thankfully.
I remember when she told me that like all the teachers
Oh.
had
Well, must be
gotten
nice to me.
quitted.
Mhm.
I remember she told me when all the teachers quit,
Yeah.
and I was like, what the hell?
Quit?
Like, I can't picture the band without like half of those teachers.
Yeah.
They got new ones. Don't
Because-
worry. There's
because-
always more coming out of the university.
Because even when we were there, I felt like we were always running short on teachers.
Yeah.
Like especially in the woodwind section, there was only like 2 teachers and there's like 16 sections, so it's like
It's like,
I mean, I think it was
Yes
like that
and
for every
no.
section.
yeah.
I feel like brass got a lot more techs than any
Oh,
other
yeah,
No,
section.
Yeah.
it was
I think
higher.
it did.
There was more brass players. That's why.
Well,
I feel like it's just because more brass players want to like work in music, so they just end up
Yeah,
continuing.
That's why. That's what I said.
Woodwinds are just like, this sucks. Like this is like a high school phase that I'm not going to ever
Time to leave.
continue.
Same with my section. We had like no techs or teacher. We would just like
I know,
be inside.
You
just,
would always
doing,
tell me
nothing.
like oh yeah, we basically learned this stuff on our own. Like our teacher walks in like every week and just
He
like
walks in. Yeah, he would walk in like once, like every once in a while, and be like, "Okay, what do you all know?" And we'd be like, "We know this." And he'd be like, "Okay." And then he'd leave again.
yeah. What did he do? Like where else is he going? Well, I mean, I guess
don't know.
drumline. Was he involved with drumline a lot, or was that?
I guess y'all were like doing like drill or whatever. So like, what did he have to teach? Like, what was he doing?
Oh yeah, he was probably with drumline, I guess, teaching them
Yeah,
their
that's
sets.
true. Well, because y'all only had to learn music, right? That's all you
Well,
had.
yeah,
Yeah.
they had like gestures and stuff. They had choreography.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's like all learned like when we were all in the field.
But he wouldn't teach us that either. We would just like make it ourselves.
Oh yeah. In this next set, we're gonna wave our arms in there. Like says
remember he
who?
would
I don't
give
know.
us
We just
the
made that
most
up.
like intricate warm ups in the whole world that would literally be harder than what we actually had to play. And I'd
Dude,
be like,
literally warm ups
Oh my God.
killed like everything.
Yeah. I hate
I would be like, why am I playing this like the most
Like,
difficult piece I've ever had?
Middle school band, it was it was pretty fly. It went through,
Yeah.
and then
Pretty
it
fly
wasn't
for
until they
Wi-Fi.
started adding like warm ups and routines and practice stuff, and like you have to do all these and master all these, and I'm like, dude, what the hell are you talking about?
not the blue book.
Mm-mm.
Not the blue books.
I hated it. I think I still have mine.
Same, actually.
I never
I-
turned it in.
I think I
I
recycled
threw
mine.
away.
I
threw it
I
away.
still have mine because I needed a binder, and I saw my music binder there, and I shredded every single piece of sheet music that was in there, and all that was left was the blue book tucked into like the like the folder thing, the binder sleeve, and I was like, dude, I don't know what to do with this.
No, I threw the whole thing away. I was like, I was like cleaning out my drawers one day, and I came across it. I was like, oh hell no, and I just like
Dude,
threw it.
I shredded every
Yeah.
piece of paper, and then there's like those packets. Oh my god, the packets! I had to
Oh,
remove all the
no.
staples
Yeah.
to shred them, and then there's the what were the songs that we played in the bleachers called? Stand tunes.
Stand-
Yeah, stand tunes. There would just be like a pamphlet of that, but like half the songs were cut out, and it was really annoying to shred.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I did throw away all my shit. I just remembered now.
I think I still have all of it. I don't think I've touched it since like
No, I
then.
threw my.
Nah, I shredded all that.
One day I was cleaning my my room and I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit, and I got rid of it all. Threw it in the garbage bag. Threw it outside. Forgot
No,
about it.
I still have like all of like our shows and like Dan Zone
And, like,
and all
what's the
Oh
that
point?
kind of
lordy lord!
What's the point of it?
Did not
Like,
have to say
honestly,
that name.
there is no point of it at all.
I mean, I don't have it for a point. I just have it because I'm lazy and I haven't done anything with it.
Dude, I think COVID hit like the sweet
And,
spot of band season. Like
It did because we
we're-
didn't have to play.
we
Dan
were
Zone
about to
and all
do
that.
UIL, and that's probably like the worst part. Well, I mean,
No,
one of the worst
marching band's
parts.
the worst part.
the music we had that year
Marching
was
band's
pretty
the worst,
bad.
dude.
So
It was.
like, just before competition, we went online, and they're like, "We'll come back next week. We'll come back next week."
Nick, what was that other song that we had like our sophomore year that was like 36,000 pages?
No
Do you know
clue.
it? No. Okay, yeah, me neither.
Well,
No,
like
I s-
from where? From like where?
From-
UAL
yeah.
or? I don't remember. I know what you're talking about though.
It was something with an E. I don't remember what it was called. Yeah, I don't. I still have that too.
Dude, they were. Oh my god. Another thing is like, y'all were like top band, right? For like the majority of
Didn't
high
wanna be.
school. Well, y'all were, and I was bottom band for the majority of mine, or I was second, not bottom.
Bottom bitch.
Junior year when I went to honors,
It was the worst.
I was like, give me like the last part. Like I didn't even want to be like first part or anything like that. And then when solo and ensemble, like I've already told this story like a bunch of times. Solo and ensemble, the tech from the university that was teaching us our solos, like I straight up told her like, yeah, no, the only time I play my clarinet is like in class.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, so you don't practice, right? I was like, no, I don't practice. I only play. This is a class. Like I'm not taking this home.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm gonna have to talk about moving you down a band, which never happened, because like,
Yeah.
who cares?
Didn't you say that you would love that? You're like, yes, do it or something like that.
I didn't
I
say
remember
no.
I remember them talking like chismoso about you. How,
Okay,
like,
well,
you said you wanted to be moved down a band.
well, I wouldn't mind being down a band, but like it was more like my schedule. Like I was only in band first period because I would get it out of the way early in the morning and not have to deal with it the rest of the day.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That was pretty. First period band. Just.
and then COVID hit, right? I didn't
Yeah.
try out for the band
Same.
next year. I just told my counselor, "Can I have band first period?" And they were like, "Sure." And then I was in honors band again.
I don't even know how I got there. I think I was just placed there.
Was that? I don't think so. Me too. I think we were all just placed there.
But yeah, I just
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
I
Yeah,
peaked in
it's
middle
bad.
school.
Bad.
Same.
Same.
And
Peaked in sixth
I
grade.
asked like probably like 4 times to be moved down a band, and that also
They
never
would-
got anywhere.
They would not let you.
Every year
I
they'd be
would.
like, "Here's your solo," and I'd be like, "Nope, not doing it," and then
Same.
I wouldn't do it.
I mean, the only thing they could have done is brought down your grade, and even then, they would never fail you.
Dude, the only thing that was for a grade was marching season and UIL and the
No,
concerts.
they also said solo and ensemble.
Solo and ensemble was extracurricular.
I would always ask, like, before we had a tryout for like the next year's band placement. I would literally go into the room. I would sit there and I would say, "Hey, can I just not do anything and then you move me down a band?" And then they'd be like, "Nope," and I'd be like, "Ugh,
Dude, tryouts, like I'd swear I did like the worst like
same."
I've ever done like during tryouts because it's just the pressure, right? The pressure and not trying. Like they both add up. And it's like when I got moved to honors band junior year, like when we got the results, I was like, how? Like I did literally like the worst. The only way I made it into honors band was that the incoming freshmen were just worse than me, which was the case. And I was like, damn. Like I'm not good enough to be in this band. It's just that people are getting worse, leading to me being held higher than
Yeah,
I'm supposed to be. And
I
it's
would.
just it was weird.
I would literally pretty much just sight read the audition in the book,
Same. Yeah, no, I wouldn't
and it was
practice that.
horrible. And it was horrible. But then they'd still be like, "You know what? You belong in first band." And I'm over here like, Why?" And did I ever get an
For
answer
what
why?
purpose?
No. Yeah. Yeah. They never told me the purpose. They're like, "You're gonna be here and you're gonna like it." And I never liked it.
Hmm.
And
Can
I wouldn't
y'all
try. And they'd
can
kind of get mad at me. And I didn't really care.
what do y'all say we stay another hour for practice? I think we can get a couple more rounds in. No. Oh, okay, fine. I'll let you all go. And
He
then
gets mad at us the next day.
the next day, I can't believe y'all don't have the dedication or the motivation to better yourselves. That is the whole point that we are doing this. And I'm like, dude, what in the world? Like, you can't set a time and then like try to extend it. Like, people have plans. People got to go home,
Yeah.
and then you
Gotta
can't.
love wasting 7 years.
Yeah. It was more like 6 years. Senior year didn't count.
7.
That's true.
Still a waste because you could have had that period for something else.
No, I slept
I
that period. That's what I did.
I could have.
Same, Ashley.
That. What do you mean? I could have had it somewhere else. I wouldn't call it a waste, man. I got to sleep in.
Well, wait, what are we talking about? I don't know. I was deafened for a little bit.
Our first period senior year, like
Oh, I thought you were talking about like when we were still in person.
no,
I was
because
gonna be like, how are you thinking?
Nick's
But
like
yes,
Nick's
yes.
like
Yeah.
Nick's was like it's a waste of 7 years. I was like, yeah, 6 years. I wouldn't count
Yeah.
senior year.
We never even showed up to class.
Dude,
We
we would get on a Discord call like
at 9:30.
yeah, like when second period is about to start. First
Yeah.
period literally
Oh,
didn't
God.
exist.
Not our second period. No.
I don't
That
remember what our second period.
that
Oh Lord.
business economics.
Oh
That was the
no.
worst.
Oh
That
no.
was the worst. I think that's, even though I wasn't there in person for that class, I think that was the worst class I've ever been to in my entire life.
Dude, that's because our first
Yeah.
semester, like, what was it? Was it government?
Yeah.
Dude, that guy
He
was so
didn't care.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
didn't
nice
care.
though.
He straight up didn't care at all, though. And it was awesome. He was pretty much like him. You can.
He's the
listen or
ideal
don't listen, I
teacher.
don't care.
He was
Yeah.
Giga Chad teacher of the year.
Yeah.
Literally would just teach us like stuff through videos and PowerPoints. The quizzes were like on Quizlet,
Mhm.
open notes, semester exam exempt that because you're present every day and you have good grades.
Mhm.
Easy A.
Yeah, and then the other teacher was like the cringe.
I know, literally
like
accusing us
data
of
teacher.
cheating. Like, bruh,
I know,
there's only one answer you can get when it comes to math.
dude. Because she would leave all those like sus passive aggressive comments like on our work,
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, like I don't need this. I'm here because I have to be here, and I'm here because I need to graduate. Like I don't want to be here, but I'm
She's like, I'm gonna teach you this one way, and you have to use this one way. Uses that one way to get an answer. Y'all have similar work and answers. I'm like, what?
It's kind
Yeah.
of the whole point.
I know.
It's like that is literally the whole point.
Well,
Like
I mean, you're
me-
telling me. I don't even know how she figured out that we knew each other.
You guys probably talked a lot
What do you mean
how
we
would she
talked a
know that?
lot?
because she would watch.
Watch what? We didn't say anything in that class.
I don't know.
Literally mute, turn off camera,
I
sit
thought
there.
you were talking like in person.
Yeah.
not
Hell no, this was
COVID.
senior year.
Yeah,
COVID.
mute my mic, turn off my camera, and mute the tab.
Maybe they just knew.
Kick my
Like,
grandma in the knee.
like past people told them that Scott and Zarek, these guys are friends. They're gonna talk and they're gonna.
Ooh, I
tell
didn't
each
know
other
anybody in
answers.
that class. I don't remember anybody in the class.
No, like other teachers told them when they asked because they probably asked about you.
No.
That.
I don't know.
I mean, we'd be in the
It could-
same
it could
call
be
working
mutually
on work together, but we never said like what did you put word for word or like how did you do it. It was just like I don't even know what it was like. It was we just did the work and we're like, what question are you on? Oh, this question. Okay, cool. We're on this question.
Yeah, I mean, we'd kind of like help each other in a way, but
I mean, there was
We
no
wouldn't
way.
copy
there
off
was
each
no
other.
way, There was
Yeah, we
literally
didn't
no
do
way you
that.
guys could have been found out anyway, so wouldn't have
But
mattered.
I mean, so then why did she leave all those? I should have screenshotted those comments.
I'm
I mean, if you
pretty
really-
sure they
if you
are. Are
really-
they not?
What do you mean?
Are they not like on the Discord messages?
I don't think so.
Like I remember you got the message first. I didn't, and then you sent me like a screenshot, and it was like, "Please tell
Oh.
me when." And I was like, "Oh my god!" And then like
Mm.
a couple hours later, I got the same message, except it was like, "Why does yours look like his?"
Maybe they are, or maybe it is in there somewhere.
It's somewhere.
I
I
don't
can't. I don't remember where.
Yeah, I guess I don't remember.
Literally to this day, worst teacher I've ever had. I don't think I've ever had another
Yeah.
teacher like more passive aggressive. Not even passive, like just
She was
aggressive.
she was just aggressive.
Just aggressive.
I only said passive aggressive because it was a comment.
Yeah, no, but her like during lecture, like there's no reason to be that rude to the kids.
Yeah,
Like she was on something else.
yeah, she was on drugs.
Literally, except not literally.
I know.
I don't know what drug makes you act that way, but I'm pretty sure it exists.
Most likely.
She's just done. She's just done with life and dealing with kids our age.
She was done.
And then there's like other classes, like our chemistry or our physics class. Like that teacher straight up did not care
Oh yeah.
either. Like we would do the work, do the bare minimum. We passed that class.
I forgot about that. Oh my god. That brought up a memory that I didn't want.
Uh-uh.
You shouldn't have.
I don't know what I did, but I did it, and it's
Yeah, you brought it up. Because it happened in that class. I don't want to Yeah, no, I think yeah, we're fine. But yeah,
You guys
I liked
traumatized and shit.
No, it wasn't trauma. It was just like something I didn't want to happen, and nor did I need it to happen. But it happened.
What was it?
It was okay.
Hey.
So Jolene, right?
oh my
Okay.
lord.
Do you remember that one day where she just popped in to the class? I don't remember if she was there like in person or whatever. Or she got
In what class?
Or physics class. Like the one you were talking about.
She was in our class?
No, she wasn't. But remember that I don't know if you remember, but there was a day that she like just randomly popped in.
She wasn't in your class, but she showed up into the classroom just because she wanted to.
Yeah, and since all three of us, or since like you, me, and Green Surgeon Nick were in that class, she like called all three of us out individually, and she was like, "Oh my god, hi!" And I'm like, "Can you not?" For like
Oh my god.
36 years. And then the teacher was like, "Oh, you know them?" And then she's like, "Oh yeah, we just like we're in this and this and whatever together." And I'm like, "Can you please not?"
Oh, doxing you to the teacher.
Literally didn't need to hear about her ever again.
I know. Well, I had to hear about her again
Okay,
because she she got a job with my dad, and he was like, "Do you know this person?" And I was like, "Can you not talk to me about that person?"
bro.
I can
Bro,
tell you her
everyone works
exact
for your dad.
whereabouts
What
right
the
now.
hell?
I know.
I can tell you guys where she is right now.
But
Don't,
no, please don't.
don't.
Please don't.
She
It's
might be
because
in.
no, no.
I I saw
Nick, please.
I
Nick, I'm gonna
saw
mute you. Please don't.
I saw my section leader from sophomore year at a barbecue place.
Jesus. No.
And okay, I'm gonna set the scene, right? They're
All right.
I don't know who
they're
that is.
sitting at a table. The waiters seats us at a table like directly across from them.
All
And
right, wait, hold on. I'm gonna pause you for a minute. When was this? Like, was this recent?
yes, this was like a week ago.
Okay.
Um they seat us across. I want to sit with my back against them, right? I don't want to look in their direction. I don't want anything.
Yep.
But my family's like, "How about you sit over there?" And I'm like, "No, I want to sit here." And they're like, "Yeah, no, but we don't fit this way." And I'm like, "Oh, fine." Right? Like I didn't want to deal with them. So I sit across and if I were to look behind my family, I could see them and they could see me. So wanting to avoid eye contact, I was literally like head on the table, like like I'm gonna go to bed or like take a nap on the table, and that's how I was the entire time until they left. Because seated in front of me was my younger sister, who's small, and like I was trying to avoid making eye contact, and I'm like hiding behind a small figure, and it was so horrible. I
Would
didn't.
they even have said anything?
No, I didn't want to make eye contact with them.
But would it have even mattered if you did?
Yes, because it would have been awkward.
Yeah.
How?
Would have been awkward
Did
for
they
me.
like you? Did not like
Hell
you?
no.
Like,
Nick, it's just like it's seeing people from high school that's cringe, and I don't want to deal with them. I never want to see those people in my life ever again.
what? You just say
I,
hi and then move
Oh
on.
hell no, I'm not talking to them.
Or
It's
you don't
okay,
just
even
that
say anything. You look at them and then you look away. That's all
it's
you have to
well
do.
no, it's the
no,
eye
it's
contact, and you're like, oh shoot, that I know that person, and they made eye
yeah.
contact with me, which means they're probably either thinking like, oh, I made eye contact with somebody, or they're like, oh shoot, I remember him also, and like it's just a weird both of us know that we know each other, and like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want that feeling.
Yeah.
Nick, I'm
Please don't.
antisocial as hell. Okay, like I don't talk to people. I don't like making eye contact with people,
Yeah, I know. I'm
Any
antisocial. I hate people in
except
general.
for with cashiers. I
You know
that's pretty
this.
funny. I find that hilarious. Y'all ever do
What?
that?
You stare
Oh
at
yeah.
I
cashiers?
make eye
What?
contact with the cashier like the entire time, and they're like nervously looking
Yeah.
around, and I'm like, dude, bro, like,
Yeah, yeah.
Why?
Yeah, that's pretty
What?
because
funny.
it's funny.
The same thing with like servers or
Yeah, like wait, dude. Oh my god,
that's the same thing.
I
No.
get served by a lot of people from my high school.
That's why I don't go anywhere.
Like I'll go to Sonic, and there'll be like a server on their rollerblades trying to give me my food, and I'm do like,
Okay,
dude, I don't.
As long as they give me food, I'm happy.
And I think to myself, who would have thought like these people would be serving me in the future?
I know. Look at me.
They're
I've
my
made it.
peasants. Of course.
Anytime I see someone from high school, I'm just always afraid that like they're gonna come up to me and say hi because it's happened before, and
With
I
you,
don't like
Zarek,
it.
I would believe that someone would come up to you because they like you. They like you a lot. For some
Why?
reason. I don't know
I
why.
don't. Well, I mean, not to be
I don't
mean,
know.
but I don't
I
really
don't know.
like
I
them
don't know. I don't know. I don't know why they liked you.
because it's happened before, and it's happened like
But with Scott, I don't believe anyone would ever come up to him. Because if
it.
they knew Scott in high school, they would know he hates social interaction, so they would just not go up to him at all.
So do I.
So
Don't
it
people know that
wouldn't
about
matter.
me?
No, they
No,
don't know that
because
about you.
you don't do it at all. You actually talk to people, which is your one problem. You shouldn't talk to people. if you don't
Well, I
want to be
mean,
talked to.
if someone's gonna be nice to me, like the least I could do is be nice back to them. Anyway, yeah, seeing people from school like in public, it's not. And like I said, yeah, people like to talk, and that's what
that's
I'm afraid of
that's part of the
because
reason
I
I
don't
don't like
talk.
going out.
That
Like
is
just
one
the
of the reasons.
fear, like, you know, I wouldn't say we're like a small like where at least where my city. I wouldn't say it's a small town,
Yeah, not
but
really.
it's a town where you can see people from your past, and it
Yeah,
happens
No,
a lot more often than I'd
it's a
like.
small town. I've seen some of the people here in like the other nearby cities.
Dude, I've seen
Like
people I've
one
seen
of the
people
bigger
like
known
upstate, and I'm
cities.
like, what the hell?
Yeah, like one of the bigger
yeah.
cities that's close by, the one that starts
Shut up.
the one with the mall. The one with the mall. The one with the mall.
Huh?
Right?
What?
Like the city that's close by, the big city that's close by to us, the one with the big ass mall.
Okay,
Like
whatever.
I've seen people like from here, there, at the mall, at like Whataburger, at like other places.
Yeah.
Man, I want some Whataburger. Hey, can you drop me off
It's
a
like
breakfast burger?
it's a very small city. It's a very small
Yeah.
place. No, I'm
Like
not
you
gonna
hooked me up
drop
with
off.
that
Fuck,
sweet and spicy bacon burger.
fuck you.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Um yeah,
I'll
school,
bring it up later.
a lot of unpleasant memories.
Very,
But
very much so. I
I
hated
kind
school
of
with a
miss
passion.
like just being young and
Mm-hmm.
not having
Well,
responsibilities or living carefree.
But
Well,
you
I mean, I
say
still
that,
do
but
that.
we're only like a
yeah, I mean, we
year into being
still
a year
are
and a
young.
half into
But I'm
being
not even talking
adulthood.
about just high school. I'm talking about like elementary, middle school type beat.
Yeah,
Like the summers used to be longer, you know. Christmas
Hmm.
used to be more exciting, like holidays
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Just like like vacations even. I feel like I go on a vacation now and it's more stressful than it is relieving.
Yeah.
true. No, actually,
It's like, well, what do I pack? Like, oh my god, how we're gonna be there? Oh, we gotta be here on time. Blah, 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 blah. Like,
I
as a
mean,
kid, you're just along for the ride. Like your parents deal with all
yeah.
that stuff.
yeah.
And now it's like, yeah,
Well, I mean,
true
like
though.
now you like know what actually goes into like
Yeah, I know.
planning a trip and having it, and you're like, oh god, this is like
Now you're
the
like
list.
informed.
Yeah. But another thing that I have just recently encountered with going on trips is like as soon as as soon as I get to like where we're going, I'm literally already like I want to go home. I don't know if y'all
Yeah,
get that. But like the one that I just came back from, like literally the moment we stepped into the hotel room and I sat down, I was already like, damn, I want to go home.
it's like
And like when I was a kid, like I would when the vacation would end, it was like the saddest thing in the world
right,
for me.
and now it's like I'm just glad to be home. Like
Yeah,
it's
like
like when
I'm
you're home, there's nothing to do down here, right? Like
right.
it's pretty empty. There's not a lot of stuff to do without it being
No, there's
expensive. I mean,
nothing
it's
ever
not
to
that it's
do
not
down
going to be
here.
expensive anywhere else, but then you go somewhere on vacation to do these things, experience these experiences you can't get at your house. But you're like at the end of the day, like the place you sleep, like a hotel, like you would just much rather be home.
It's not the same. Yeah, home. I mean, home is home. Like there's no changing that.
But home is where the heart is,
Dude,
guys.
home is
Wait,
where the bathroom doesn't feel weird to
yeah, the
use.
bed doesn't feel weird and stupid. The like,
It's where all your
I
things are.
No, for me,
yeah,
it's not that. For me, it's not like that. Like that, I actually don't mind. I actually love sleeping in hotel rooms because that, for some
I
reason,
don't.
whenever I sleep in a hotel room, that is the only time I get like perfect sleep. I get 8 hours. It's
Hell no.
perfect the whole time. I'm not like crazy. I don't wake up in a sweat. Like I sleep perfectly. Wake up, I feel perfect. The
Okay, for
one thing I hate about vacations now is the fact that I have to deal with people. I have to deal with my siblings.
Yeah,
I'm the one that has to deal with the problems now, and I don't like it.
dude, I hate. Okay, it's like hotel rooms, right? On vacation, let's say it's just me and my family, like my parents and my siblings. That's 5 people. Like, so that means like 2 people per bed because it's like 2 beds, and like if we're lucky, you know, like a futon, like a sofa bed, or like a rollaway. And you know, it's always me. It's like 75% of the time I'm on the rollaway or the pull out bed or whatever. So it's like it's
I
not the
love
most
sleeping on
comfortable
couches.
sleep for me personally.
The
Just
couch sleep is great.
just because there's a lot of us.
Yeah.
Hotel rooms don't accommodate. I mean, they can accommodate more than 4 people, but like they oftentimes don't. And like
Just get 2 hotel
Airbnbs,
rooms
hell
for
no.
2 nights.
I
Yeah,
don't
no.
trust Airbnbs. Like those are
They're not
horrible.
regulated.
They're not. Yeah, they're
So
not regulated.
I mean,
And there's other
I've been
rules
to
you have to
one
abide by.
Airbnb, and
yeah.
it's all right.
Well, I mean, like there are rules you have to abide by at a hotel, but like still,
Yeah, but like at an
I prefer
Airbnb,
hotel.
it's like if you leave like a scuff on their wall, they can like literally bill you for that.
Yeah.
Just
Well, I mean,
just because there's no regulation on what they can't do, what they can
wanna
and can't do.
wanna hotel do the same?
No,
Like
if you
if you
scuff a
mess up,
wall, they'll literally be like, who cares? Like they got to get the room ready for the next people. Like it's all on a schedule.
All in the
Whereas an
days
Airbnb, it's a property that someone rents out to other people. Like it's their investment, so they'll be more critical of little details like that.
yeah, I guess.
But I mean, I don't know. Vacations are just it's
too much now.
it's a lot of
Yeah.
stress when it's not supposed to
For-
be. But then
No
it's like
bigger.
it's like you're on vacation, like right now, summer, right? You stay home. It's technically a vacation staying home, right? You're not going, you don't have duties like school or work or anything. I mean, not me, like Nick, you have stuff like that. Both of y'all. Um, but still, it's sort of vacation, and I find it more relaxing to stay home than to go like out of town.
Same.
But when you stay home, time flies.
It does.
Like I'll stay home and like a week will go by in like 2 days.
Yeah.
I'll go to bed, I'll wake up, it's the next week, and I'm like, what the hell? Whereas like on a vacation, like yeah, the days are longer because you're doing stuff. You're like engaging in activity and trying to make the most of it. But that's not a vacation. You're like, you're setting schedules, you're doing things, you're paying for them. Like if anything it's more stressful than like relaxing. The only way I could probably relax on like a vacation like that is if it's like for longer than a week, which oftentimes it isn't.
I I don't know. Part of me would like a long vacation, and I think the other part of me also wouldn't. For like the
Exactly.
reason that I said earlier, like I'd rather be home for the most
I
part.
wouldn't mind a long vacation. Long vacation would be nice.
Because like I know there are people that go on like vacation for like months at a time.
Exactly.
And
Like
I'm
I,
like,
I don't
okay,
understand that.
yeah, I
I think
don't.
I would
The
want to do
longest
that.
I've been out is maybe 2 weeks, but even then, like it was more like 2.5 weeks.
I think
The
I've
way I
only
would
done a
do it,
week and a half.
the way I would do it is I would go to a place and see how long I can stay there until I get bored. And then once I get bored,
See,
I
but
just
that's
come back
saying
home.
that's like if you had no responsibilities to get back to. Like
Yeah,
for
that's fine.
vacation, like people who work, they ask for those days off. And then like, I have to be back by this time to go back to work.
Yeah,
That's why it's not really a vacation. It's more
it's
like
me.
how much stuff can I fit in before I have to go back to my responsibilities.
Well, yeah, for me, I would do the thing where it's like see how long I can stay here before I get bored.
If it were up to me, cabin in the woods, no worries.
True. Oh, I was supposed to do that this summer. Oh well.
I'm not really a camping person or
I wanted to see
cabin or
if I
whatever you
was a
said.
camping person.
I'm not
Probably
really
wouldn't.
a camping person.
I am.
I don't like being outside, so I can't imagine living outside for a,
X
an
amount of
amount
time.
of time. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. It's an experience.
I mean, I don't doubt that it's an experience. It's just I don't think it's one for me personally.
It's just like for you, it's just the outside aspect that you wouldn't like. What if it's like indoor camping? You know, like cabin camping.
Cabin
I'm
camping.
I don't know. Like I've never done either, so I can't really
Yeah,
speak to
me
that.
too.
I
I was
I
supposed
mean,
to do both technically.
I don't. I think okay. I think the only thing that I wouldn't like is because like I mean okay. So if you're camping, like you're in an outdoor area, right?
Yeah.
And then like
Yeah,
in the daytime, you just do outdoor activities, right?
activities.
Hmm.
Like hiking and like all that. Like that,
Yeah.
I don't mind. The thing that I do mind is like so like if you well, I don't know. I don't really know how camping works. Like if you wanted to go inside somewhere, is there a place where you could do that?
What do you mean?
Cabin camping.
A lot of camping grounds have like gift shops and like some restaurants and stuff. Well, I mean, is
Oh,
that
is
really
that
camping?
the thing? Well, you see, that's the thing. Like I don't know. I've never been
Yeah, like
camping.
there's like gifts like where I go to historical parks, right? So there's a lot of
Oh yeah.
like memorials and like like micro museums and stuff. You know, nature
Yeah,
museums where it's like
I
this is
know
all the
what you
wildlife that lives here and all that. There's observatories. There's the there's like okay, I said restaurants. It's more like snack bar type deal.
Yeah.
snack bar.
Food like food like where there's picnic benches and stuff, but it's like all shaded, but it's like on concrete. Um, there's stuff like that. But like when I go camping, it's literally like it's it's outdoors mainly. The bathrooms aren't indoors. Like if that's what you're wondering, but they
Well,
are communal bathrooms. So like that might be something. I don't know if you're used to that or whatever.
but like you sleep outside and all that, right?
I mean, not outside. Like we're in a tent. Like
Well, yeah. But I mean, like you're outside in a tent.
yeah, but I
See,
mean,
that's
like
the.
you get used to it. Like it's like you don't need four walls and a roof. Like
I
as
mean,
thick as you need them. It's just
I guess that's the thing that I can't really wrap my head around.
and
Like
it's not
it's
like
because
primitive camping either. Like
it's
it's a lot.
no I know, but like it's that it's the lack of like I guess distinction between indoors and outdoors because you're outdoors pretty much the whole time.
I mean,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yes.
Like there's no
I
like that's
mean,
it. Like you're just outdoors.
But like, what do you need
no,
that's
there is
indoors?
a. I know what you mean. It's cabin camping. Like when you go to a certain place where there's cabins and you camp,
I've
you
done
go
cabin
into a
camping.
cabin. Yeah, that's what he means. Like, is there a place where like we
You
can go
can
outside, do all the activities, but then when he comes back inside, he's like in a house with like AC, and he's like he can
oh
Yeah,
chill
but
like on
is that
a
really
bed.
camping though?
when I say cabin
No,
camping, I don't mean that. I mean like it's literally like a shed with like two outlets and light, no air conditioning, like nothing.
yeah, that's that.
it's not even like a shed. It's more
Yeah, it's
like
yeah, cabin
it's more
camping,
like
same thing.
there's windows on all the walls
Yeah,
and there's a roof
cabin camping is like defined by like having you can go inside of a place and just be
and there's
protected from
running
the
water.
outside.
It's not like
Yeah,
it's not
but like
primitive. Go to
when you
the
ask if is that
river.
actual camping, to some people, no, it's not actual camping. But to other people, yeah, it's still camping because you're in like a place where it's like a camp, so you're camping.
It's for me it's distinguished as this.
Yep,
There's glamping, right? There's like RV
glamping and camp.
camping.
Yep.
There's RV camping, there's glamping where it's like the cabin is basically a house, you know, indoor
Hmm.
plumbing, all that stuff, air conditioning. That's glamping. There's RV camping. There's what I do, which is tent, you know, and the site has running water. There's no electricity. Um uh I would call that like modern camping. Then there's primitive camping where it's literally like you're open to the land, you can find your own spot, set up you have to find your own water source.
You against nature.
Yeah, like literally nature is open to you. I mean like what I do there's nature also like deer will sometimes run through our camp site. You know, raccoons, possums, armadillo, rabbits, turtles, scorpions, um,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I mean, it's controlled. It's a state park. Like if
Hmm.
there's not like predators that will kill you, unless you're actually out in like the preserved wildlife area.
Yeah.
Anything else, I think like the park rangers are like legally required to relocate because it's not like publicly safe. So there's many tiers to camping, is what I would say.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just not really a camping person. I prefer
Yeah,
like
I
a
mean you don't have to
hotel.
be. It's just
I feel
like,
like I feel like I can do all of them. I
but
feel
that,
I
like I
mean,
would want a little bit of everything.
I guess I would contribute it more to the fact that like my parents aren't camping people.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why I'm not sure.
I would
But
like
then
to
again,
go
I don't
camping
know. I've never done it, so I don't know.
because like you do, like you go somewhere, you stay in a hotel for like the morning, and then like in the afternoon you go to the camping place, and then for the you sleep there for the night. You wake up, you do some stuff in the morning there, and then towards the afternoon you leave. I can only in like a one night thing. I don't think I could spend like a whole ass week in like the woods because like I would get bored real easily.
Yeah.
but I think that's what's vacation to me, is like it's not that it's not getting bored. It's more like clearing my mind. Like I lose track of time. I'm just vibing there in the outdoors. Like I don't have to worry about deadlines or anything
Problem
or
with me, I would
vacations.
in that situation I would not lose track of time just because the time would be the only thing on my mind at that point.
How much time you have left on this earth?
Eh, mm, basically.
I don't know. It's something I've done since I'm very young. So like obviously I enjoy it, but like again, it's not for everyone. I've had, my parents have invited friends to go camping, and they go camping and they quit like halfway through the week because they're like, this like our kids don't enjoy it. Like we're kind of uncomfortable. Like it's just not for us. And then we're like, okay, well, I mean,
If I were to do it with you, I could probably last a week,
it's not
Scott.
it's not difficult.
I
It's not
a part of
difficult. It's just,
I mean,
are you comfortable
I know.
doing it?
part of
Uh,
part of me
I
would
wouldn't
like to
again.
try.
I wouldn't
I
get
don't know.
uncomfortable, but I would just.
I might.
I would have time in the back of my head, and I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm getting bored of this. I want to do something else."
I Part of me would like to try like survival camping.
It's not
And
it's not a real
Hell
engaging
no,
type of
that shit would
vacation.
be. Mm.
Or at
Yeah,
least for me. Because again, like I'm under the supervision of like adults. I mean, even though I'm legally an adult. Like I'm not the one who has to worry about like how much food we have left, or like I don't
yeah.
know,
When you go camping
stuff
next
like that.
time, tell me that way, and ask if I can
wow.
go.
Okay.
Brother, I don't think there's a
I want to
way
try it. I want
in
to try it.
hell that you're going camping with me.
I
I
know.
mean, if your parents can invite
Yeah.
people, why can't you?
You know that, yeah, you know that family vacation that you're going on? Let me go ahead and invade that party.
I mean,
I'll
that's not the problem. It's more like this is my dad's side of the family.
yeah.
So like I
Okay.
don't know. Like you met my mom. Like she
Yeah.
absolutely hates the idea of camping. She's all hotels, resort
Mm,
type vacation.
I mean,
Whereas
yeah.
my dad
I
is
don't know.
like, road trip, like go see like natural landmarks, historical landmarks, go camping type vacation. You know.
I mean, I'm all for road
Yeah.
trips,
I mean,
but
I'm just,
camping I don't know about.
Yeah,
I'm getting bored of life. I need a reason to live.
Okay.
I mean the only thing I can say to that is like
Go
Get some
find something to
find something to do.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to
Like
find it,
clicking that like button and
but I don't know how to
subscribing
do.
down below. Also, share this
Ah,
video.
yes, that will save my life if you do that.
Yeah, if you want to save Nick's life, you got to do
Yeah,
that.
How to Save a Life by The Fray.
I could
Where
not joke
did
about
I
that, but I
go
will.
wrong? I lost.
Well, it's not a joke, but it's kind of
He's
All right.
is.
joking.
I'm not joking, but yeah.
Well, we've been recording for an hour and a half. So,
Has it?
yep.
Damn.
At,
It
at
has
Green
felt like
Surgeon,
30 minutes. Jesus.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nick is
How are you,
dead.
how,
He's
how are
been
you
dead.
doing?
Agri Surgeon
He's been
died.
dead for the past hour. He's
Yeah,
been
I
dead for the
know.
past hour.
And
Exactly.
I've been
He's
waiting
asleep.
for our conversation to like subside so I could like be like, "Hey, are you okay?" But I don't
Yeah.
think
Look
he's
at you,
okay.
Nick. You're over here like, I'm not getting talk. You freaking
Shut the
had a
fuck.
whole
I thought you guys were
conversation.
gonna say something.
Dude,
Talk
I
about
know.
like food. But
Dude,
no, you're over here talking about
Nah,
stuff I
that's for
can
next
actually
week.
relate to.
Dude, you've been spearheading these conversations. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, dude. You're literally
Spearheading.
you're the
Fuck no,
host.
I'm over here.
I know.
I am the
Yeah.
host.
Yeah, you always have
All
been.
right. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for coming out to the podcast.
Use code DEAD on gamer subs. I don't know if that's an actual discount code, but I mean, might as well give it a try.
No, it's is it? No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Use code S7
Don't
at the item
Yeah.
shop.
use code
Every item shop.
Dead Clan 15 to get 15% off your Manscaped order.
Yeah. And you know, all of our socials will be.
Oh yeah,
in the
all the
description.
Yeah,
socials.
we can
All-
make
Follow
all
me
the
on
socials-
Twitch
Doesn't matter.
if you
all
want
of
to
our
hear some of these
socials-
conversations
all
all
live.
of our socials of just it's just all Scott's socials.
All the
Zombie Land and
socials.
everything.
I mean, I'll put y'all socials in there if you want to, but I mean, I
No,
don't.
that's no.
It's not necessary.
Maybe.
Are you gonna
Maybe.
put Nick's OnlyFans in there too?
Yeah, I'll
Does
put.
that
Nick-
count as
No.
social media?
No.
yeah, I'll put
it
his
does.
OnlyFans in there.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
go ahead and end the recording.
Yeah.
Boy, I guess.
Boy.
Yeah, boy.